Well, hello everybody, this is Legit Hoodlum here, coming with part 2 of my 5-part saga. We're going to start off with number 20, Madden NFL 07. You might be thinking, why did I choose this over all the games out there? Why a sports Madden game? Well, I chose this game mainly because it's purely a great game that has a lot of awesome looking punishing hits that I absolutely loved about this game. I mean, they're not just big hits, they're huge hits that really made me put a smile on my face. The modes in this game are awesome. Franchise mode especially is great. You can draft your own team and then play as that team through, I think, like 10 seasons. And then to make it even better, they have a little like radio show going on during the franchise mode that makes it seem like it's actually a real game, real season in the NFL. I mean, it'll say like player stats and everything, and who's having a great season, who's not. It's awesome. It's one of the best sports games I've ever played. So, number 19, Infinity Blade 2. If you haven't played this game, I recommend going out on your iPod, get to the App Store, and buy it right now, because this game is the best game on the iPod, iPhone, whatever. It's got the most amazing graphics on the iPod. They're outstanding. The replayability on this game is fantastic, mainly because there's so many weapons and so many weapons, armor, all that stuff that you can buy, and that's a big reason this game is so replayable. Getting the money to buy buy the weapons and the armor is a chore on its own. I mean, you don't really get a ton of money from kills or little bags of money that you find laying around. I mean, after a long time, you start to get like $1,000 in the bags and the treasure chests and stuff. But throughout most of the game, it's really kind of tough to scavenge up that money. The bosses in this game, after you go through all your decisions and choices, you fight a boss, and they are incredibly hard to deal with. I mean, it's a real hard chore to get rid of this boss. It requires a lot of skill, and some really good weapons to beat him. This game is definitely the best game on the iPod, and I really recommend picking it up. So, with that, we carry over to number 18, Kingdom Hearts. Who would have thought Kingdom Hearts? But Kingdom Hearts is a great game, which is kind of overlooked. I mean, not a lot of people I've talked to actually have played this game. I mean, it's really actually a lot of fun. I was surprised seeing that I'm not a huge fan of Disney. I mean, the Keyblade is a really cool, original, fun to play with weapon. The monsters in this game that you have to fight are a lot of fun to fight. They're cool. They're sometimes pretty challenging. Going through all the different levels and stages that you have to do is a really neat experience, because you get to see a lot of the Disney characters and see their personalities come out in a way that you've probably never seen before in a video game or in any movie. It's a really fun game. I don't remember what system it's on. I think it's on the GameCube. So with that, we're going to number 17, Slender. If you haven't heard of this game, you're probably living under a rock, honestly. This is the scariest game ever made. And you may not believe me, but believe me, it is extremely frightening. There's a guy called the Slender Man. He's tall, he has no face, and he wears black suit, black tie, white shirt, and that's the only thing that's white about him, and his face, and he's got arms that go down to like his feet. He's just a scary looking dude. He's tall and scary, and once you get killed, little tentacles come out from his back and get you. And it's a very scary game. I mean, going through the woods at midnight, on all you've got is a crappy flashlight. What's more scary than that? And then to add a guy, like an 8-foot, there he was, an 8-foot tall guy stalking you, that almost every single time you turn around, he's standing there, but a little bit closer each time. It's a very intense, scary game. Just watching the gameplay of it scares me. I mean, I get an eerie feeling from it. See, there he is again. Run, dude, what are you doing? See, he's dead. He's totally dead. But, I mean, just watching it it leaves me with an eerie feeling. It's scary. It's an extremely scary, frightening game. And as you can see here, here's a page that you have to pick up. Number 5, as you can see, number 5 is this page. I mean, you have to go around in the woods. There's 8 of them. You go around to different locations, like key waypoint type places that you have to find these pages, and it is hard. It is extreme. I mean, and the soundtrack in this game is simply awesome. So I don't know why it's black here. Sorry about that, but it's a great game. It's free on the computer. Look it up. It's awesome. It's very scary. Have your girlfriend play it, and you'll get some what you know what I mean. All right, number 16, and the last one for today, Assassin's Creed 2. This is not really an overlooked game in the Assassin's Creed franchise. This is probably one of the highest rated games in the Assassin's Creed franchise. But it's not my favorite Assassin's Creed, honestly. I really like it. It's great fun to play. It's really cool. There's after a lot of people thought a kind of a disappointing first outing with the first Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft definitely stepped up. They have amazing graphics in this game, lots of color, great fighting mechanics make Assassin's Creed 2 one of the most original games and ideas on the market at this time. It's a very original game with lots of fun fights, lots of parkour, as you can see. And then there's so much to do outside of the main campaign, like finding assassins' tombs and kind of raiding them and getting little stones, and then getting the Armor of Altair, which is great. I recommend getting that. The ending, once again, it really doesn't tie anything together, doesn't give you any closure, but this game was very long. If you don't like long games, this game is really a long game, the campaign, but it's also very fun. You can easily sink 100 hours into the side missions and the main campaign alone. And so this is number 16, and it's one of my favorite games that I've ever played. It's